In a terrible Yankees season, there was one player who stood out like a sore thumb and had a really bad year, and that's Giancarlo Stanton. This was Stanton's first terrible season in pinstripes, and it was bad. When the Yankees got Stanton, he was a great hitter, and he continued being a great hitter for years. From 2018 to 2021, he always had an OPS plus of 130 or above. So that meant he was 30% better than the league average hitter. That's pretty good. He was a good hitter. Then 2022, not a great season for Stanton, but he still had an OPS plus of 112. So a step back, but still 12% better than the league average hitter. You hope he's going to improve the next season. No. Stanton had an OPS plus of 87 this year. So 13% worse than the league average hitter. That is really bad, especially considering the type of player Stanton is. Stanton is meant to be an offensive powerhouse. He's not going to field that well. He's not going to run the bases well. But what he is going to do is hit for power. Hit home runs, drive the ball, hit doubles, be intimidating at the plate, draw walks. And he just wasn't that guy. Yeah, he hit some home runs, but it was just not worth it this year. He was not worth being on the team statistically. And the issue is that Stanton's under contract until 2027. So, 4 more years of Stanton until the Yankees have a team option. And he's going to be getting $22 million towards the luxury tax every single year. So it's a question for the Yankees. What do they do? A lot of people are saying try to trade Stanton. And that would make sense if you can get a trade. If you can get a trade for Stanton, I think the Yankees have to pull that trigger. Because he, as I said, 4 more years on the contract. He's only going to age worse. He's not a type of player who looks as if he's built to play into his late 30s. So if a team is willing to trade for him and take half the contract, I think you do that. But you can't cut him. Some people are saying just DFA Stanton. He's not worth it. But there's no value added by cutting him. You're still going to pay the full salary for the remaining 4 years. And Stanton has crazy potential. He still hits the ball harder than anyone in MLB. Plain and simple. He's in the 96th percentile in exit velocity, 99th percentile in max exit velocity. And a crazy stat is that when you look at the number of balls hit over 115 miles an hour, Stanton has 11 this season. The guy in second place, Shohei Ohtani, has 6. Stanton has nearly double the amount of baseballs hit over 115 miles an hour, and he played 30 fewer games than Ohtani. It's insane. Ronald Acuna Jr., who's going to win an MVP this year, had 5 baseballs hit more than 115 miles an hour, and he played a full season. So the power potential is still there with Stanton. He still has elite bat speed and can demolish the ball like no one else in MLB. He can be a great hitter. But he needs to make changes. And it does sound like he is going to put in the work and try to make changes. That's one thing about Stanton. There's no question of his work ethic and his devotion to the team. And what he's been saying in interviews sounds as if he's going to spend this offseason really breaking down his swing and trying to get it back. My advice, go and look at your old mechanics. Look at what's different now versus when you were the MVP in 2017. If I had to guess, there's going to be some mechanical changes there. Some stuff that just by watching video you can see, I'm standing a little straighter back then. My foot's landing a little earlier. Stuff like that. I think it would benefit Stan a lot to see What was he doing when he was a really good hitter? And then trying to make those adjustments to get back to that. Because he can be a great hitter. He can be a threat in the Yankees offense. And he's a player that Yankee fans, we love rooting for. Because Stanton responds to the boos by saying, yeah, I was bad. I need to do better. And that's the type of player we as fans like. So, for now, the Yankees are stuck with Stanton. There's no clear out with him. Can't trade him. Wouldn't make sense to cut him. But Stanton has the potential to be great. And I really do hope he can figure it out.